Welcome to Nofap Institute. Today is Tuesday, April the 21st, 2015, and it's currently 5 a.m. and I am on my 42nd days of Nofap. No PMO, no watching filth, no touching, no nothing, no edging. I'm alright, I'm alright. I feel a lot more better than yesterday. I think my flat line went off. Yeah. So I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Okay, today we are going to do a little Q&A. I have one of my viewers, Mr. Um, Jonathan Donna. He made a point and he has a question. He says, I'm on day 97 hard mode. God damn. Woo. Congratulations with that hard mode. Woo, that's good, man. So he said the other day I stay up late watching stand up comedy on YouTube from Laugh Factory, and one of the videos was titled "Weird Porn." Flag, flag, flag. The guy was making fun of himself for watching a certain type of flick that he described in detail, blow by blow. I watch it. The point is that I became aroused at the mere description. At the what? At the mere description. At the slightest description. For about 30 seconds, but then I move for about how long? 30 seconds. Can't take that long. The point is that I became aroused at the mere description for about 30 seconds, but then I move on with my life thinking that I shouldn't even listen to dirty things that may trigger relapse. Look up the comedy video I mentioned and let me know what your opinion is on this whole situation. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. I appreciate the question, and my opinion is first. Wow, 97 days hard mode. Good lord, I wish I had your skills. My opinion is like this is my own analogy, this is my own perspective, this is the way I do things. Okay, what you are experiencing right now, you are back to your natural state. Your mind is back to its natural sexual state, which mean what I described. I got six phases that you have to go through when you're watching a lot of filth. So the phases that you are in right now, it's phase one, which I call lyrical sensitivity. Lyrical sensitivity mean anything verbally that is sexual is sensitive to you. It may trigger you. That's what happened. For some odd reason, I would advise anyone that watching there, anything you see on YouTube that say weird filth, don't click on it. Funny filth, filth mean porn if you did not know. So do not fall for this. All right. Anytime you see anything, say any filth or funny filth or compilation of fail filth, don't click on it. Those are triggers. So right now you are in phase one. You may call it level one, which is the lyrical sensitivity. Any words, may trigger you. You may think like, okay, well, what does that mean? Let's take an example. You see, back then when you, me, and a couple other guys that suffering the same goddamn abomination, when we used to get involved in heavy fapping, heavy filth, this little thing that the guy was describing wouldn't hurt us, wouldn't even not one wiggle, we wouldn't feel anything because our mind is not in this phase. We are up. All right. So this man, when he described these events, it actually aroused you, which is like if you were in that heavy fat thing, heavy filth, you wouldn't be aroused by that. That's nothing, you know. That's like your mind is getting after 97 days. Yes, sir. Your mind is getting back to its natural state. That's why any lyrical stuff that involving sexual description, it will excite you, which is positive. Me myself, I suffer from that. First time when I was in the phase one, I will explain the other phases. And this girl was explaining to me what she used to do when we were young, what she used to do with her boyfriend. And then her mere description of things got me. I was like a freaking shuttle going up in space, man. That's how hot I was, man. By her explaining, like it wasn't even graphic. It was just her explaining, like, she put the thing in and all that, and then I was like, God damn, this is hot. All right, so now when I was listening to what she was saying, then when she keeps saying the same thing, it become irrelevant to me. I don't want to listen to this. I want to see things, and that's why I'll move up to the second phase, which is the visual sensitivity. Visual sensitivity mean like the lyrical thing. When people describe things, it doesn't do it anything for you. Now you want to see it. All right, so that's when I get involved in. When I was in, I was very young. I got involved with a magazine. Oh boy, that's up my other phone. All right, I got involved with the magazine, which my mother caught me. I was so embarrassed. My cousin and it was my cousin and I. My mother caught us with the book, and she took the book and made us burn it. So we had a magazine. So that's when we jumped to phase two, and then the phase two. While I was watching the magazine, and I see these women was doing some type of exhibition, some, what kind of exhibition, and then right then and there, it hit me, and then I eject right there without even touching no nothing by seeing. And I didn't even know what was happening because I had no idea what puberty was. I didn't even know what FAP was. So, and then I threw the book away. I go home. I was like, you know what? I would never, ever in my entire life look at this book again. 5 minutes later, I'm right in it. But I could not get the same kick. And I wanted to see something more, something, I want to see they actually doing it in front of me. Then I move to the next stage, the next phase, which is motion pictures, the sensitivity. So I talked to one of my older friend, which was like a brother to me. So he bought me a VHS. Man, where did the time goes, man? DVDs are so expensive, so he bought me a VHS. So I had a VCR and put it in the VHS, and it was a very old one. It was a 1920, 1910. It was involving that. I don't want to describe it. So it was involving this man. He had a secretary, put some money there, and then she stole the money. We get back, and then he took her, asked her for the money. She didn't tell him, and then he was spanking her. The moment he flipped her over, and I see her private, and then I see the contact being made, and that said, he hit me without touching myself. Eject. And I just took that VHS and then threw it away. I said, I will never, ever in my life watching something like this. 5 minutes later, I'm right back on it. And then I move on. I didn't even know what fapping was until I see these women, you know. I was like, what is she doing? Is she trying to detach his wing and then attach it back again? Why she keep doing up and down? And then I see the same thing that came out of my wing, coming out of that guy wing. And I was like, whoa, I got to try this. So I move up to another phase because this wasn't doing it. I've been watching, but I was much more VHS guy because the internet wasn't. We couldn't stream videos on the internet back then. So I move up to another stage, which I call stage five, which is fetish. You start developing fetish. Now you are interested in one particularly filth, lesbianism. You want that girl to have small breasts, big breasts, and at one point I want that girl to have like to have two breasts, but I want one breast to be out. If the other one is out, I want limp. And then the last stage is numb. Nothing is doing it for you anymore. You want to see more fucked up shit. Even though you see them, you numb. So right now you are back in your natural stage. You're on stage one, lyrical sensitivity. All right, stay there, man. Don't watch filth, and guys, stay off the internet, man. Hey, everything is on your mind. It's all in your mind. You see, don't let your mind trick you, man. Stay in stage one. That's my own analogy. That's how I describe things. So if you have anything else you want to add, drop in the comment. Stop Fab Institute.